All right, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yes, welcome back.
And today we were tackling Grand Theft Auto V,
Grand Theft Auto V.
GTA V, as the cool kids call it.
Yeah, the cool kids.
And specifically, we're going to be talking about the story.
Yes.
You provided us with a YouTube video
Right.
that kind of summarizes it. And let me tell you,
That's a long one.
this is a wild, wild ride.
Absolutely.
So strap in, I guess.
Yeah, buckle up.
But it's a great story.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's about heists gone wrong, shocking betrayals, and I don't know, like the line between like ambition and loyalty.
Yeah.
And all of it is like set against like this backdrop of like American society, the American dream, like all
Cat
of
tire, the American dream.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where do we even begin?
Well, I think the best place to start is right at the beginning.
Okay.
We're actually going to go back 9 years before the main story even starts.
Okay.
Up to North Yankton, which is, if you're familiar with the game, it's based on like North Dakota.
Okay.
So it's very cold, snowy.
Okay.
And that's where we meet our first 3 characters, Michael, Trevor, and Brad.
Okay.
They're a group of career criminals, and they are about to pull off a major heist.
Ooh.
And it's here that we first get a glimpse of Michael's interesting personality, let's just say.
Okay.
He has this line that really stood out to me.
Oh, okay.
He says, get 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. Which, you know, when you think about it,
Yeah.
in the context of what's about to happen,
Yeah.
really kind of sets the stage for his character.
It is interesting, yeah, because it's like even in this high pressure situation, he's still like trying to be, I don't know, witty or something.
Yeah, he's trying to control the narrative.
Right.
He's trying to like script his own life.
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, as we know, this heist doesn't exactly go as planned.
Right. Right.
Things go wrong, and Michael and Brad are supposedly killed, while Trevor manages to make a very dramatic escape.
Okay.
And then we jump forward 9 years to the sunny, beautiful Los Santos, where we find Michael living under the assumed name DeSanto.
Okay.
He's got a fancy mansion. He's got a family.
Okay. So he made it.
He made it. He's living the American dream.
Right.
But something feels off.
Yeah.
You know, there's something underneath the surface.
Totally.
And this is really where the game's commentary on the American dream starts to come into play.
Right.
You know, on the surface, he has everything, but beneath that, he's really struggling.
Yeah.
He's battling his past. He's kind of trapped in this life that he's built for himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we meet Franklin Clinton.
Okay.
He's young, ambitious.
Oh.
He's trying to get out of the gang life in Los Santos.
Okay.
And a chance encounter with Michael during a repossession gone wrong
Oh.
brings them together.
Okay.
So you've got Franklin, who's like looking for a way out,
Yeah.
but he's surrounded by crime,
Right.
and he sees in Michael this kind of like twisted mentor figure.
Oh, okay. So that's their connection.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Who represents both like the allure and the danger of that life.
Right.
And it's Franklin's ambition that really sets the story in motion.
Okay.
He pushes Michael back into the criminal world, first with a stolen yacht,
Oh, wow.
and then with this incident with Martin Madrazo,
Okay.
who's a very powerful and dangerous drug lord.
Okay. So you do not want to mess with this guy.
No, you do not.
Okay.
And to pay off their debt to Madrazo, Michael has to team up with Lester Crest,
Okay.
who's a brilliant hacker and a former accomplice of his.
Okay.
And together, they plan this elaborate jewelry store heist.
All right. So this is like getting serious now.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And it's during that heist, during all this, you know, tension and planning,
Right.
that Michael encounters a traffic warden.
Uh.
And what does he say?
I don't know. What does he say?
Get 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them.
Oh, wow. He said it again.
He said it again.
Okay. So that's like definitely like foreshadowing, right?
Oh, absolutely. Because
Okay.
that line is heard by someone who never believed Michael was dead.
Oh, okay.
And that someone is Trevor.
Oh, okay. So this is like their connection.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And meanwhile, we've been getting these glimpses into Trevor's life in Sandy Shores.
Okay.
And it's, well, it's the complete opposite of Michael's carefully constructed world.
Okay. So like total chaos.
Total chaos.
Right.
He's built this this drug empire out there,
Well.
and he rules it with his own brand of justice, let's just say.
Okay. Interesting.
So you have these two characters who are both like sides of the same coin.
Okay.
Michael trying to bury his past, trying to be legitimate.
Yeah.
And Trevor, who's just embracing the chaos,
Right.
he's everything that Michael's trying to escape.
Right, okay.
And when Trevor hears Michael's voice on the news,
Oh, boy.
that's when things really start to heat up. He sets off for Los Santos, ready for a confrontation. But what he doesn't know is the truth about what really happened 9 years ago.
Oh, okay, so there's, like, a secret.
There's a big secret.
Well, I'm hooked. I want to know.
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But essentially, Michael cut a deal with an FIB agent named Dave Norton to fake his death.
Wow.
And Brad was actually killed and buried in Michael's place.
Oh, wow.
It's a secret that comes back to haunt all of them.
Oh, my gosh. So there's, like, so much deception going on here.
Layers of it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, you've got Michael playing the devoted family man while secretly working with the FIB.
Yeah.
And then you have poor Trevor, who's been grieving for a friend he thought died.
Right.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And that disaster starts brewing when the jewelry heist attracts some unwanted attention.
Okay.
Michael gets blackmailed by Steve Haynes, who is Dave's corrupt boss.
Oh, no.
And he's forced to do their dirty work.
Oh, so he's like stuck.
He's trapped back in the game deeper than ever before.
Oh, man.
And just when things couldn't get more complicated, Trevor shows up,
Oh, boy.
demanding answers, wanting revenge.
Right.
Their reunion is explosive, full of anger and resentment.
Right.
But it also forces Michael to face the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
He can't hide from his past anymore.
Right.
And their relationship, which is already very dysfunctional and volatile,
Yeah.
becomes a driving force in the story from this point on.
Okay, so we've got Michael who's pulled back into this world.
Yes.
He's got the FIB, he's got Trevor, and then we've got Franklin who's caught in the middle of it all.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
He's trying to navigate this world
Yeah.
while also holding on to his own ambitions.
Yeah, he's got his own dreams, right?
Yeah, it's a pressure cooker.
Okay, so we've got these three guys, all with their own stuff going on.
Yes,
And their lives are all kind of intertwined now.
completely intertwined.
And it seems like everything is about to explode.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, I can't wait to see what happens next.
So we'll get there.
All right.
But, they're all driven by their desires, their demons.
Right.
And as they get closer,
Yeah.
the stakes get higher, the trails get deeper,
Right.
and the consequences become more devastating.
Yeah, this is heavy.
It is.
Okay, so what happens? What's next?
Well, Trevor's caught in a brutal gang war.
Oh, no.
Franklin's torn between his loyalty to Lamar
Yeah.
and his own ambition.
Right.
And Michael's family is falling apart.
Oh, my gosh. So everything's just like going downhill.
It's a downward spiral.
Oh, wow.
And amidst all of this chaos,
Yeah.
Michael thinks he's found what he's really looking for.
Oh, really?
He meets Devin Weston,
Okay.
a wealthy investor who promises Hollywood connections.
Oh, wow. That sounds pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
And Michael dives headfirst into filmmaking.
Okay.
He starts working with the legendary Solomon Richards.
Oh, wow. So he's like living the dream.
He thinks he is. But even in this pursuit of a legitimate dream,
Yeah.
the darkness seems to follow him.
Wow. No.
It always does.
All right. Well, this is getting good.
Oh, it's just the beginning.
I can't wait to hear more.
Well, we'll pick it up next time.
Okay. Sounds good. He just can't catch a break, can he?
No, he can't. And this time it comes in the form of Devin Weston.
Oh, Weston. Yeah.
You know, he's like this kind of like ruthless corporate shark.
Right.
And compared to like, the Hollywood dream that Michael has in his head, it's a real slap in the face.
Yeah, I bet.
And Devin, he betrays Michael pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. So.
Oh, he shuts the studio down.
What?
Yeah, and tries to destroy his film.
Oh, man.
Like, just completely crushes Michael's hopes,
Wow.
And so Michael being Michael,
Yeah.
he goes after Devin's assistant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because the assistant has the only copy of the film.
Oh.
So, yeah, things get a little messy.
Ah.
But it's pretty funny in a dark way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, on the one hand, Michael wants to be legit.
Right. Yeah.
But then, like, he doesn't hesitate to use violence.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, like, can he really change?
Right.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But anyway,
Yeah.
while all this is going on, they're still criminals.
Of course. Okay.
And Lester comes up with this plan
Yeah.
for the big one.
Ooh, the big one. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to rob the Union Depository.
Wow.
It's their chance to, escape all the craziness,
Right.
like the violence and the debt,
Yeah.
and finally be free.
Oh, okay.
You'd think, they'd put their differences aside,
Right, for the big score.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this is GTA.
Right. There's always a twist.
There's always a twist.
Okay, what happens?
Well, Trevor finds out the truth about Brad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's the truth?
That Michael lied to him. Yeah. And that Brad was actually killed.
Oh, wow.
You know, he wasn't just left behind. He was murdered.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, this really shakes things up between them.
Right, of course.
It all comes to a head.
Yeah.
And they end up in a huge fight with the triads.
Oh, no, not the triads.
Yep, the triads.
That's not good.
No, not good at all.
Wow.
It's like, you know, watching a car crash happen.
Okay.
Like, you can't look away,
Right.
even though you know it's going to be bad.
Oh, man.
And it really shows just how dangerous their world is.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, betrayal and violence are always right there, you know?
They're just around the corner.
Yeah.
Wow.
But even after that, even after all that, you know,
Yeah.
there's still this weird loyalty between them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So anyway, they pull off the heist.
Okay.
They get the money,
All right.
but their victory is short-lived
Oh, no. Why?
because Steve Haynes betrays them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he sets them up to get killed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, by like everyone, the FIB, the IAA, Merryweather.
Bro, everyone's after them.
Everyone. It's like crazy. There's helicopters, armored cars, explosions.
Oh, my God.
It's just like nonstop action.
Wow.
But in all the chaos,
Yeah.
Trevor actually saves Michael.
What? Really?
Yeah, he says that only he can kill Michael.
Oh,
So, like, even though they hate each other,
right.
there's still that connection.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's super complicated.
Wow. Okay.
And then, just when you think it's over,
Oh, no. What now?
Franklin gets 2 phone calls
Okay.
that change everything.
Okay.
Steve Haynes, he wants Franklin to kill Trevor.
What? Oh, no?
Yeah.
To cover his tracks.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then Devin Weston calls.
God.
He wants Michael dead
Wow.
for revenge.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so Franklin is, like, stuck.
Yeah, between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So what does he do?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who does he choose?
Oh, my God.
His mentor or his friend?
Wow.
Can he save both?
I don't know.
Or does he have to sacrifice one?
This is heavy stuff.
It is.
And the game just leaves you hanging there.
Yeah, right on the edge of your seat.
Oh, wow.
Like, what would you do?
Man, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Wow, I can't believe they just leave you like
I
that.
know, right?
Oh, man, this is intense.
It really is.
Like, were they ever really friends? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the game makes you question everything.
Totally.
Like, was it ever about loyalty?
Yeah.
Or was it all just, like, a game to them?
Oh,
It really makes you think about, like, what motivates people, you know?
It's deep, man.
Yeah, and there are no easy answers.
Right.
Which is what makes it so good, you know?
Totally. Totally.
It's like it puts you in this world where there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just choices and consequences.
Yeah, I get that.
And you have to face these, like, really tough questions about yourself.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what would you do in that situation?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's a game, but it's also more than that.
Right.
It's about human nature.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that's why it stays with you,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
even after you're done playing.
And, you know, it's kind of sad in a way for Franklin.
Yeah.
Like, he starts out with these big dreams.
Right. He just wants something better.
Yeah.
And then he ends up, like, right back where he started.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like a tragedy.
It is, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like the game is saying something about the American dream, too, you know?
Okay, yeah, how so?
Well, it's like it's supposed to be this great thing.
Right.
But in the game, it's all twisted and messed up.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Like the pursuit of money and power just destroys everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And the people who try to achieve it,
Yeah.
they end up losing themselves.
Yeah, they get corrupted.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, you know, no matter what you do.
You can't really escape who you are.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's
Yeah.
like, it's in your nature, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And it makes you wonder, like, can anyone really win in this game?
Right. That's the big question.
Yeah, like, is it even possible to be happy?
Yeah.
Or are you always going to be chasing something?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It is.
But, yeah, it's something to think about.
Totally.
And, you know, the game kind of tricks you in a way.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, you spend all this time being a criminal,
Yeah.
doing all these crazy things,
Right.
and you think you're going to get away with it.
Yeah.
But then at the end, it's like, boom,
Yeah.
You got to face the music.
Right. You got to make a choice.
Yeah, and it's not an easy one.
No, definitely not.
And it makes you question, like, your own values.
Yeah.
What's important to you?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
Like, what would you sacrifice?
This is deep.
It is.
So yeah, this game, this story.
It's more than just action and heists, you know?
Oh, for sure.
It's like a commentary on, like, society and, you know, the choices we make.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
And that's what makes it so good, you know?
Totally.
It's not just mindless entertainment.
Right.
It actually has something to say.
Yeah, and it does it in a really interesting way.
Yeah, through these characters and this crazy story.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think if you haven't played it,
yeah,
you definitely should.
it's worth it.
Yeah, it's an experience, you know?
For sure.
And even if you don't agree with everything,
yeah,
it'll definitely make you think.
totally.
And, you know, there's so much more to explore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the different endings, what happens to the characters,
Yeah.
and all the little details in the world.
Right.
It's really rich and complex.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And I think, you know, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it all comes back to that question of redemption.
Okay.
Like, can these guys really change?
Right. Can they escape their past?
Yeah.
That's the big question.
Yeah, and there's no easy answer.
Right.
But it's definitely worth exploring.
I think so, too.
So yeah, I think that's about it for our deep dive into GTA V.
All right. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It was a wild ride.
It was.
But really interesting. Thanks for taking us through it.
No problem. Always happy to talk about GTA.
Yeah. And thanks to everyone for listening. And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya.